Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jasmine, and welcome back for another weekly weigh-in vlog. First and foremost, if you're watching this on Thursday, the 26th of November, happy Thanksgiving. If you're watching this the day after, then happy Black Friday. Is that a holiday? For any of you who might be new here, seeing my face for the first time, hi, welcome. My name is Jasmine. I have been on a weight loss journey since it's been almost about 2 years now. I've been on a weight loss journey since January 1st of 2024, and for the majority of that journey I was utilizing the GLP-1 compounded medication tirzepatide. I did recently come off of my GLP-1. It's been about a month, a little over a month now that I've been off of it, but I share my weekly weigh-ins and other weight loss related content here, so if that is something you're into, be sure to hit the subscribe button. So before we get any further, I'm gonna go ahead and just get straight to the weigh-in. So for those of you who don't know, I do my weigh-ins on Tuesdays. Last Tuesday on November 18th, I weighed in at 200.8. As of this morning, November the 25th, I weighed in at 197.8. So I am down 3 pounds for the week, and that brings my overall weight loss to 146 pounds. Now, some of you may or may not know, prior to last week's weigh-in, I actually had gotten all the way down to, I want to say it was like 193, right around there. And so I did gain like 7 pounds last week over the course of my birthday weekend extravaganza, where I just basically ate like an asshole for an entire weekend. I gained 7 pounds, and so we've lost 3 of those 7, which is good. But yeah, definitely I realized a lot of that 3 pounds is probably just inflammation and water weight, and by no means do I think I lost like 3 pounds of fat in a week. But regardless, it still feels good to see the scale moving in the right direction. Now, that being said, if you're watching this the day that I am posting it, Thursday, it is Thanksgiving. Honestly, Thanksgiving doesn't really scare me a whole ton, just because I am not really into Thanksgiving foods. Like, I am a picky eater, and so as some of you could well imagine, I'm not really big on turkey. I'm not big on like stuffing and green beans and all the Thanksgiving types of foods. I'm just not really a big fan. So Thanksgiving has never really been a huge issue for me as far as like feeling like I can't control myself around a turkey or something. That being said, me and my family are planning to go to my mom's house for Thanksgiving, and my grandmother is going to be cooking food, and she is making a chocolate pie, which that's probably the one thing I'm looking forward to, and I'll definitely indulge in that. But other than that, I don't really see myself like going crazy or anything. But I do realize that this time of year is incredibly hard for people who are actively on a weight loss journey, or even just trying to maintain their weight loss. I feel like right around the end of the year, during the holidays, is when a lot of people struggle, and understandably so, because a lot of, at least American holidays, are based around food and traditions that involve food and goodies and treats and things. And so it is really hard to say no to a lot of those things around this time of year, especially when you're involving family and friends and things. So in today's video, I just thought I would give a few tips, just kind of pointers for anyone who is trying to get through this holiday season while on a weight loss journey. And again, if you're watching this after Thanksgiving, then I think some of these could still be helpful tips to kind of just get you in the mindset for getting right back on track. So let's just go ahead and get into this list. So starting with our mindset around Thanksgiving, the holidays, what have you. One thing that you should definitely keep in mind in this holiday season is that Thanksgiving is literally one day out of the entire year. And so therefore, there is zero chance that you are going to completely derail yourself off of one day of eating like an asshole. Not that I am encouraging you to eat like an asshole today, but if it happens, if you overeat, if you eat more than you planned on, just keep in mind that it is not going to derail your entire month, your entire year. It's fine. It's fine. It's one day. And so I really find that when it comes to holidays, birthdays, special events that only come once a year, it really is okay to just kind of try to enjoy yourself. Obviously, don't go into it with the mindset of I'm just gonna, binge or something crazy like that. But if you do eat more than you intended to, don't beat yourself up and realize that it's just one day, and we can move right along the next day and get back on track, and it's not really a big deal. It's really not a big deal. Tip number 2, I do recommend eating breakfast or a small meal before your actual Thanksgiving event, meal, what have you. If you try to not eat for the whole morning, knowing that you're going to be eating a heavy dinner, you likely will go into Thanksgiving just like ravenous and starving and more likely to overeat. So I do think it's a good idea to try to eat a small meal in the morning, something with lots of protein to kind of help fill you up and tie you over so that you don't go into Thanksgiving just like a wild rabid animal. Tip number 3, try to pick 1 to 2 non-negotiables for your Thanksgiving meal. So whether that be a piece of pie, or if you really love stuffing or whatever side, pick 2 things that you are going to allow yourself to eat and enjoy and not feel guilty about, and then try to maybe build your plate around those 2 things. So if you're gonna get like a big slice of pie and maybe a good big serving of like mac and cheese or something, maybe for the rest of your plate you choose something a little less calorically dense, maybe some turkey and some vegetables, something that's a little bit more protein dense and less calories. This can kind of help just to even out your meal so that you're not just stuffing your plate with a bunch of super high calorie items. That being said, for tip number 4, I do recommend prioritizing protein if you're able to. So whether that be turkey or ham or whatever kind of protein is like the main course for your Thanksgiving meal, try to prioritize that and make sure you're getting a good serving of that, because again, protein just will help fill you up so that you're not just filling yourself up with a bunch of other things that are like super carb heavy that don't really make you feel full, and you can tend to overeat more easily on those things like macaroni and potatoes and stuffing and stuff like that. Tip number 5, it is so important to prioritize hydration. Make sure you're drinking water. Really try to drink at least a full glass of water before your Thanksgiving meal. This can also really help to kind of minimize the chances of you going crazy and eating way more than you planned on. Tip number 6, try to pace yourself. I know me personally, sometimes I can be a very fast eater, and I definitely find when I take the time to kind of slow down and really just enjoy my food and consume it more slowly, I tend to get fuller quicker and I eat less. So I think if you're able to, try to just be really mindful. And this can be easier to do if you are, around family and friends and able to kind of socialize. Try to enjoy the social connections and really, just pace yourself with the food. Don't make the food like the main part of the holiday event. Tip number 7 would be to try to incorporate movement on Thanksgiving Day if you're able to, whether that be going for a walk outside with your family after your meal, or I know a lot of people will start their like Black Friday shopping on Thursday evening. So if that means just packing up the family and heading to Walmart or Target or wherever is open to get started with that, you know, walking around the store, that can be a good way to get some movement. I'm not saying go to the gym and work out after your meal, but just getting up and moving your body can really help to kind of digest your food and also just make you not feel so bloated after having your holiday meal. I'll be honest, I forgot which tip number I'm on, but for my last tip, it would be to honestly just give yourself some grace and enjoy the holiday and know that you can and should get back on track tomorrow. Don't make Thanksgiving Day a whole Thanksgiving weekend. If you have leftovers, that's fine. You can eat those in moderation. Make sure that the next day you're kind of either tracking how much of what you're eating from leftovers or just eating smaller portions. Overall though, just keep in mind that it is one day out of the year, and even if you ate like an asshole, you will be fine, and whatever bloat or water weight that you might gain from this one day this week, it will come off relatively quickly, relatively easily. Take me, for example, my little birthday weekend of eating like an asshole and gaining 7 pounds. I've already lost 3 of those pounds, and it's only been 1 week of me just getting back on track. So yeah, it's going to be okay. Enjoy the holiday. That is going to wrap it up for today's video, you guys. I just wanted to come on here and first of all wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and also just kind of give some encouragement to anyone who is trying to kind of survive the holidays on a weight loss journey. I know how hard it is, but we can do this. It's fine. This happens every year, and you know, the beautiful thing about being on a weight loss journey is that it really truly becomes your lifestyle. And so part of it being your lifestyle is life happens, and you have to learn how to kind of make better choices and make better decisions and be more mindful, but still enjoy life as it's happening. And so I hope you're able to do that. If you are struggling, just know that you're not alone. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If you made it this far, leave a turkey emoji in the comment section to let me know. As always, guys, I appreciate y'all so much for watching. I will see y'all in my next one.